Hey up Leeds fans, it's the Roaring Peacock LUFC fan channel. This is another Leeds United live stream. We do match previews, reviews, watch-alongs, interviews. So if you're a Leeds fan, we'd love your support by smashing that subscribe button like a fist to the chest. And if at any point during the video that you like it, please give it a thumbs up. The stream will start in 5 minutes and you can find the countdown timer down here. In the meantime, chat away and we'll see you very soon. Here's the light show.
Something I presume I'm coming closer cause I know what to say. I'm tiring of buy a drink before she knows her mistake. The place started to rise already over the hill. This are flying and I'm the only thing. Don't go home, get involved in the ring. Using fingers, are you gonna get away? Na na na, na 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 na, na na na. I spent a tenner and she didn't even drink the shot. I see a figure pacing in the fog. The Scarlet River is soaking into his white socks. The streets tied to kids are fighting out in the block. Broken buttons and now the only thing left are falling down to the floor. Every weekend it's a battle on me.
The following podcast contains some strong language and some very average opinions. Any references to actual people are wildly inaccurate. It's probably best if you don't listen at all. The Roaring Peacock Podcast. Welcome back to the Roaring Peacock LUFC fan channel. My name's Adonis, you know me as at the Adelites, and joining us tonight, is Andrew Dalton, LUFC Stats. Stats, how are you, mate?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. It's been another huge day. It's been, what, two days since the season ended, or 3 or something?
3. What day are we on now? We're on Wednesday. 3 days.
There you go.
It's going too slow.
No, the news is coming thick and fast. So on this show, we'll be talking about a new left back that we've been linked with, Javi Galan.
Yes.
Berardi and Pablo's last interview for LUTV. They did a joint one that premiered today.
I've been watching that.
New footage has been released of Calvin Phillips on the official Leeds United TikTok. We've got a return of Grasswatch. And there's also some info on a Rafi interview that he did with the Daily Mirror. Stats, how are you? Have you got some news for us as well?
Very well. It seems like when did we do the wonderful thing for the live stream? That seems very not that long ago. Until I last spoke to you. It's all the days seem to be amalgamated into one. Obviously, the same with that England squad announcement, where I thought Patrick Bamford was a little bit unlucky not to even make the 33, let alone the 26. Obviously, Calvin we'll talk about. He's been named in the provisional squad, and obviously we've had the Pablo and Berardi interview on LUTV. I've watched it myself tonight, and then he brought a tear to my eye once again, a lump in my throat. Just a handshake at the end, thanking each other. What wonderful servants they've both been to the football club.
Yeah. On that, I guess we can start there then.
Yes.
Again, Barney has come up trumps with the tweet. So
as he always does.
This was the moment during the interview when it was just like, oh my God.
Yes.
you know, the humility of Berra. Professional footballer who's reached heights that we will never see. Just calling himself average and just saying, you know, the fans love Leeds United players, even if they're an average player like me, and kind of Pablo having none of it. But that's that handshake that you mentioned.
Yes. And I think, Donny, that we fell in love with Berra. We fell in love with him at home to Accrington in the League Cup when he made his debut. And he kung fu kicked the Accrington Stanley player. And then I think I've said this numerous times this week. The moment we all really did fall with Berra was the Chan Athletic game, the 6-6. He was injured at the time, and he travelled on the coach, and I think that was the game that every Leeds fan really did fall in love with Gaetano Berardi. And I know it's been done to death quite a bit of late with Berardi and Hernandez, but wow, what careers they've had, and they'll be very, very sorely missed in and around Ellen Road and in and around Thorpe Arch as well.
Got a few comments coming in. So Mike P, direct competition with Talking Shut, must be feeling confident. To be honest, I've got so much going on in my life. I'm very unable to keep a track of who else does what.
Yes.
Since we did the 24-hour live stream, I kind of got over my fear of doing live streaming. And so we might do it. We might do it every night. We might do it 3 times a week. Who knows? And we'll see how it goes. Dylan Easton, evening, lads. Evening, Dylan. Thank you Dylan. For joining us. Nora's on moderation again in the chat, the lovely Nora. So she'll be responding to your chat when we can't. Derek, evening, guys and gals. Evening, Derek. Great to see you again. Thanks for joining us. And Nova, miss you the other day, mate. But yeah, evening, Nova, and great to see you, and great to see everybody. 8-Ball Ali as well. Another one who's been in the chat for us all season. Evening, great news. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm about to set off driving, so I can't use the chat.
You lucky sod. You lucky sod.
Yeah, eyes on the wheel. Eyes on the wheel.
Yes. No driving and watching us. Driving is more important.
Certainly is. Right. New left back then.
Yes.
You wanted to talk about Alioski, I know, but let's just talk about this guy first, because this cropped up this morning, and I thought, as a proud Yorkshireman who loves to pinch a penny,
Yes.
To me, this sounds fantastic.
Yes.
Basically, he's a defender for Huesca,
That's correct.
Javi Galan, and I believe that isn't that where Samu Saiz went?
It certainly was. It
I
certainly
remember.
was.
And then
Yes.
all of a sudden he was playing Messi. Anyway,
Yes.
basically what's happened with Huesca this season, and sorry, I'm probably butchering that Spanish name, is that they've been relegated. So that's sort of triggered this relegation release clause of £4 million.
Mm-hmm.
What you need to know is he's a short guy.
Yeah.
He powerful,
Yes.
strong in the tackle, but he also likes to go forward as well. And because he's short, he's got this low center of gravity, so he likes to dribble.
Mm.
So yeah, that's the news on Javi Galan, and of course, he cost a lot less than Roman Perro.
That is very true. I think it's this stage of the season. Nobody knows what Alioski is going to do. I've seen that Berardi cross-tweeted from Leeds Live that no decision has been made on Johnny Alioski. Obviously, there are all those rumours going to Turkey and what have you. Those rumours seem to have completely subsided. I thought there was also the reaction with that. So, yeah, the ball's kind of in Alioski's court at the moment, Donny. Nobody quite knows what's going to happen. I still think we do need another left-back because even if Alioski does stay, his natural position is not a natural left-back. And to think we finished ninth in the Premier League, which is balmy, without a natural left-back is unbelievable. So, yeah, it's interesting. I think we're going to get linked with so many players. It's what now, May the 26th today. The fixtures are out 3 weeks today at 9 o'clock on the 16th of June. I'm sure we'll touch upon that nearer the time. But you're going to get the silly season. I think transfers can start from July the 1st. So, yeah, I think for the players, it's important to go and get the rest ones that aren't involved in the Euros. And yeah, but I still think we do need a cover at left back, as well as Alioski has done, and he's been brilliant this season. I still think we need a natural left back in the first team start of 2021-2022 season.
Have you seen this comment from Dylan?
Have you heard of that, Dennis?
You're having us on there, Dylan. Come on.
Who's that? Very good.
Huge ass.
Who's
nice
that?
one.
We got a big ass.
Everton are in for Roman Perro as well. I'm not surprised.
Yes.
One of the best fullbacks in Europe by the sounds of it.
I don't actually think, I've said this on when we did the live stream on Sunday, we don't actually need that much in the squad. Suppose they have to poach players that are in for next season. Very true, Derek. Very true. Very true. So yeah, we don't need that much. We're doing a left back. It's interesting what's going to do with Roaring Peacock in the start of next season, Donny, because we saw him in that central defensive midfield role when Phillips was out. I thought he did very well in that against Tottenham. That Leeds won convincingly by 3-1. And we probably need a striker in case Paddy gets injured. But then again, he started Rodrigo on Sunday, against a very poor West Bromwich Albion side. So there's not that much that needs doing in the squad. So, and I just want to touch on the Rafinha stuff as well, because he's come out in the press saying he's very flattered to be linked with Liverpool and Man United, but he's got a 4-year contract at Ellen Road and he's not going to be leaving. So
you're pinching the content.
However,
you're pinching it. You're jumping ahead.
Hey, I'll have your role. I'll have your role. Sorry.
Rafinha has promised Leeds fans he will not leave to join Liverpool or Scumchester United, even though he has close pals at both clubs. Of course, he played with Penandes at Sporting.
Yes.
He said, it's difficult to define how I feel when I hear speculation about giant teams like Liverpool and Manchester United being interested in signing me. Of course, he didn't grow up in Leeds, so you have to forgive him for sort of his inherent ideas about Manchester United being a big club or some sort of worthy of any kind of respect. I have a contract for another 4 years. This is the important bit. And I don't even think about leaving here for exactly this reason. I'm happy and I'm making others happy.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I think, sorry, Man United fans, sorry, Liverpool fans, I think you can put that one to bed. And just interestingly, while we're talking about left midfielders or midfielders, there's another former Leeds midfielder in action tonight in the Europa League final for Villarreal. Alfonso Pedraza, remember him?
Well, I do. On the left wing.
He was.
For Leeds United.
Yes, he scored one goal at Birmingham City. We all thought it was going to be a permanent signing. And yeah, him and Mo Barrow, they didn't set the world alight, unfortunately. But yeah, Villarreal, actually, it's Man United in the Europa League at the moment. And we're 15 minutes into that game in Gdansk, and it's still goalless.
He came in with some fanfare and expectation, didn't he, Pedraza?
He did. And I think at that time under Gary Monk, they needed to feel a little bit different to try and get Leeds up into whether the promotion spots or the play places. And unfortunately, that season we did miss out. And of course, yesterday was the 4-year anniversary of Gary Monk actually resigning from Leeds United Football Club, which shows how quick we've exceeded expectations, really. So. Just a few little segues in there, a few little links in there. So
since Gary Monk decided to turn down a new contract with us, what's happened with him?
Well, funny you should ask that. Middlesbrough sacked, Birmingham City sacked, Sheffield Wednesday sacked, Leeds United ninth in the Premier League. Enough said.
Absolutely ridiculous, wasn't it? So a few more comments here from Derek. Rodrigo going to play a big role next season, possibly, especially after those goals against Tottenham and Burnley.
It's interesting that he says that because I think with a full pre-season, do you remember, if you look back to last summer when the season started September the 12th, the previous season, finished mid-July? You had 2 weeks pre-season and bang into it. The good thing with Rodrigo and Patrick Bamford is now they're not in the Euros, they're going to have a full pre-season, have the time off, come back re-energised, and I think the pair of them are going to be even better next season. I really do.
Okay, let's talk Calvin Phillips.
Yes.
And let's have a look at this. Here we go. That looks good, doesn't it?
That looks very positive. That looks very, very positive.
I mean, yesterday we were talking about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, if he's doing that today, he hasn't dislocated his shoulder, has he? No,
that's it. I have to admit, and I think Calvin will probably admit it himself, Donny, that to do that in the last minute of a game at the end of the season, when I think it was more built-up frustration from him because obviously he gave the ball away for the last goal that Harrelson Kanu scored, and it felt, we'll come to that in a minute, Dylan, that it felt like that he wanted to make up for it, and it was just a rash challenge that he didn't need to do. But look at that as we can see in the clip. And that's the shoulder that he was working on. That looks good enough for me.
Saving the summer.
He is
devastated.
Yes. Well, we've still got Coops in there. We've got other players. We've got Robin Koch in there. We've got Llorente. We've got Alioski as well. So we've got a lot of interest in the Euros as well. But
for England, stats for England.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and I'm sure we're going to do this in great detail near the time with the Euros. England will flatter to deceive. I just know it. It's England. It's England. How many times you, me, the rest of the population have watched these England games, these England tournaments? We think, we've got a chance here. We've got a chance. Nah. I might be wrong this year. It's with the Euros. It's 24 team tournament. 6 groups of 4. Top 2 and the 4 best third place sides go through. They'll get through the group. I'm looking forward to the Scotland game. That's the most mouth-watering one. I think the Croatia game will be tricky. Do you know what? I can't remember who else is in our group. To tell you, someone can tell me. If you're looking at the Euros, please tell me who else is in England's group with Croatia and Scotland. Let us know. But do you know what? It's something to do over the summer. It's a tournament. Let's get behind England, and you never know.
You've got some stats on Phillips' call-up to a major tournament as well, don't you?
Now, I was hoping not to get all excited. I do try. Wasn't going to use this one. Croatia, Czech Republic. Thank you, Dylan. Czech Republic, we go back a long way, but Czech Republic, of course, had that wonderful run in 1996 in the European Championships in England. They played Germany, the fan likes of Patrick Berger, Karol Poborski, Pavel Nedved before really made it big, Petr Kuba in goals. They had a great team, Czech Republic. So ones to keep an eye on. Hopefully now that Calvin makes the last 26. I don't know when it's actually trimmed. I'm guessing it's next week. It'll be trimmed down to 26-man squad. But should it be called up, hopefully, for the 26-man squad, he'll be the 12th player in total, England player, to be called up for a national side for a major tournament. That is Martin Mills, Ferdinand Fowler, Jack Charlton, Norman Hunter, Alan Clark, Terry Cooper, Trevor Cherry, Tony Dorigo, and David Batty. So, yeah, good luck to Calvin. Is he going to play? I don't know. He's probably going to play Jordan Henderson, who's not kicked a ball in earnest for however many months it's been. That's the frustration with Southgate. We all know he probably should have picked Paddy. He didn't. He's going to hopefully take Calvin. Whether he plays him or not remains to be seen. Bamford for Ireland, not a bad shout. I think he still play for Ireland, and you never know, he might do so. So, yeah, look, it's interesting. It's going to get the fans going again. 3 years ago, it was phenomenal scenes in Leeds City Centre, watching England go all the way to the semi-finals. But lo and behold, that Croatia game probably knocked everybody. And after that, Bielsa came in at Leeds and all was forgotten. So, yeah, it's a tournament. We'll get behind it, I'm sure. My missus, I'm not sure if she's watching this, is a big Italian fan. She loves Italy. So I've got to try and get behind Italy as well with Emma. So, yeah, it will be. And they kick off the tournament 2 weeks on Friday. It's that 2 weeks on Friday. The Euros start in 16 days. That is absolutely bonkers. So we've just finished the Premier League season, Champions League final at the weekend, player finals at the weekend. Then you've got 2 week break and you're into the European Championships.
It's been absolutely non-stop.
Yes.
Yeah, so a few comments in here, just from Dylan. Should definitely get out of that group. I'm expecting us to have a shock tournament and go out early, though. Not sure why, but why would anyone trust a waistcoat fraud that hates Paddy to win a tournament?
It's a very good point. And I think if you look back to the World Cup in 2018, look at the sides that we beat. I think we beat, Panama, 6. And I think we mentioned this on the live stream on Sunday.
Was it Costa Rica?
Costa Rica, late goal from Harry Kane.
Right,
just about got us out of that one. We beat, we lost to Belgium in the group game, but obviously made it through. Beat Colombia on penalties in a game we really should have won convincingly. Beat Sweden, and then you look back at that moment against Croatia. I think every England fan will look back at that moment. They had the 1-0 up. Kieran Trippier scored a phenomenal free kick. I can't remember if it was Sterling or Kane. One has to square it. Bang, and it's 2-0. They're probably going to get to the World Cup final. I don't think they're beating France. France are absolutely unbelievable. That tournament deserved to win the tournament. But let's have some fun. I want England to do well. I've never seen England win a tournament, and I think it's about time. It's how many years? 1966. It's too long, isn't it, for a country of England's stature not to win a major tournament to 66 is unbelievable.
Yeah, what were the lyrics? 30 years of hurt.
30 years of 30 years of jewels remain still gleaming. 30 years of hurt.
Yeah. Never Stop Me Dreaming. It's been 25 years, stats, since that song was written.
Jesus, that's 55 years since she. Wow, 55 years. That's
Are we still? Are we just still dreaming, or have we stopped now?
The Lightning Sea's still going, but Dylan Skinner's still going, because that's probably one of the best football songs they've ever done. And I think it's up there. I'd like to cover this in more detail in another show near the tournament. But what's your favourite England songs? What's your favourite World Cup songs? Your favourite football songs? I think the one for me is World in Motion, 1990. I think Back Home in 82, and I wasn't born, was one that was up there as well. So I also remember one that Anton Deck did ahead of the World Cup in 2002 in Japan and South Korea. I think he went Eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, that's 5. So there's been some strange World Cup Euro songs, but the best will always be Football's Coming Home, and it very nearly did 3 years ago. Will it come home this year? I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, I don't. But
I don't think so.
Let's see. I think France, Spain, Portugal, Belgium are the ones that I believe we play the second. Oh Christ! I believe we play second of the group of death. All right, good night, England. thanks for that, Dylan. I think that's probably England out of the tournament before we even get
So is
going.
this tactically finishing second in the group then?
Yeah, so if I believe we finished second, oh my word, yeah. Germany, France, and Portugal. That'll be fun. Look, I don't expect anything from England. I never have done. I think it's the kind of thing you hope for the best and see what happens. But yeah.
Okay. Let's bring this back then. Stats?
Yes.
Grass watch.
Oh, grass watch.
Because there was a whole period of time during the season where basically the only thing we talked about was the pitch.
Yeah.
And I remember during Jack Harrison ice skating on it.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah.
So they've ripped up the pitch, basically.
They have.
They're relaying a new one already. And today I found out, and here it is, that, oh, you can't see it like that. It's redevelopment time.
Yes.
And Leeds United's Thorpe Arch training base is currently undergoing swift redevelopment. So basically, 2 pitches on Thorpe Arch are being redeveloped as well. So at Ellen Road, they're putting in a new, is it irrigation system?
I believe so, yes. So just to correct me if I'm wrong here, so the pitch we had from Tottenham, what's happening to that? Is that now being dug up and starting again?
Yeah, but fertilizer, I think.
Yeah, I thought that might be the case.
We're sending it back to London in bags.
Well, it took us a while to win in London, so we'll have it.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Absolutely.
But, yeah. I mean, by all accounts, it should be a very clean surface, very slick playing surface, like many of the other grounds in the Premier League.
Yes, yeah.
I don't think there was anything major done on the Ellen Road pitch since 1996. They did it for Euro 96. So
that's right.
Again, that's the 25-year-old drainage system.
Yeah. And it needs to. We saw when we had the pitch, a new pitch from Tottenham, that players were slipping and sliding. I think towards the back end of the season, they got used to the pitch and they got used to the correct footwear. But I remember Bamford doing a couple of post-match interviews, being asked what it's like. It's like a skating ring. So hopefully, come the new season, I think Angus has said that Leeds want to play the first game of the season away from Ellen Road to give the pitch a little bit more time to get ready for the new season in 21-22.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Very much so.
Here it is. Here we go. I've got this image that I drew of Jack Harrison. There he is.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
We've had some fun this season, haven't we, Stats?
We have. And do you know what? Next year, I don't want to get too carried away because we've just about finished the end of this season with Leeds. Next year, of course, is a big year for the football club. Not only is our second year back in the top flight, it's also the 30th anniversary of winning the 1991-1992 Division 1 title. And just while we're on air here, I will bring you some news. There's been a goal in Gdansk between Villarreal and Man United, and it's the Yellows that have taken the lead after 29 minutes. Villarreal are in front. I thought you might like that. We bring live football on this show. Live football. The free kickers come in from the left-hand side. I think it's Garajo that has got. I don't know if it's going to VAR. I feel a bit like Chris Kamara doing this, Yeah, they're all onside. There's no offside, and the goal will stand. And Villarreal lead Man United. Is it Gerard? I can't see who's got the goal. Oh, it's Gerard who's got the goal. Number 7. He gets away from Lindelof, gets in front of Baye, and touches it home past David De Gea. And Villarreal lead in the Europa League final. And yeah, there's your live news. Back to the studio to Austin and you, Jeff.
Has he? Have they?
Has he?
Have they, Jeff?
They have indeed. And I must say, Villarreal, I've never seen Villarreal never wear a yellow kit. I know it's their home colours. I've never seen them in a away kit, but hey, we move on. We digress.
A little bit more news for you. Just a very small item of news, this one. But they've got these shirts.
They
They've got these shirts in the club shop. Only 1,000. So they're not paying me to say this.
Yes.
I just like them. I really like them. So yeah. Only 1,000. So I've ordered mine today.
Do you know what that's made me realise with things like that? Don't mug off Leeds United, because Leeds United will come up with an answer. And the work that Kinnear, Radrizani, and Victoria have done has been phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Just catching up on a little bit of this chat then.
Yes.
So going back to, we were talking about the Euro. We were talking about Russia, weren't we? And the Euros coming ahead. But yeah, we had the easy side of the draw, says Dylan. That was Russia 2018. Sweden and Colombia in the knockouts. That's right. I think they had like Brazil. Belgium got Brazil and somebody else. And that was definitely the much tougher one. Nora says, what a summer it was there. I can remember. I think that might have been the first summer Nora watched of England.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So, I mean, and the scream that I let out when we won the penalty when
against Colombia.
Eric Dyer, that brilliant penalty taker, sort of dribbled it towards the goal and somehow it went in.
Yes,
but
it was great fun. 3 years. Whether they get another opportunity remains to be seen. Go on, Yellow Submarine, Apo 10. Thank you. It was a great opportunity 3 years ago. Whether they come close again, I'll never know. We'll remain to be seen in 4 or 5 weeks' time. They've got a good squad. I know we're going to talk about England in a great depth nearer the time, but I just don't see how they are good enough to go on and beat the creme de la creme of top European international football.
No, I don't either. Let's just have a look at this really quickly. Just that does look good, doesn't it? My goodness me. Can it stay like that, please?
Well, we've got 58 minutes left. As my had to come forward, Pogba. I don't want to talk about them. It's a Leeds United show. If there's a goal, we'll mention it. But yeah, it's.
I mean,
Europa League final. I know they won it 4 years ago.
AP10, all submarines, are we? Yeah.
Yes, I love that. We are. Love their colour. I have to say, I do love their kit colour. Oh, Yellow Submarine.
If Scum get beaten and it's really funny, you never know. I might get one of their shirts or something. Just wear it, just for the laugh.
The thing is, and I'm not listening to a man. Solskjaer's going absolutely ballistic at some Man United players. Oh dear. That suddenly a very good season for a team like them, where they finish up kind of gap. The chasm, it's still a chasm between them and Man City, in my opinion. They could end up with nothing again, which for a club of that magnitude isn't good enough. But here's what it is.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's very good. It's brilliant. The only way it could be better is if they got relegated.
Well,
when was that? We won the league, and we
won the league in '74. They got relegated by Dennis Law back here to Manchester City.
There you go. Beautiful. I'd take that.
Yes.
Can you imagine the scenes? Oh my gosh.
Oh.
And we thought promotion was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That must be bonkers.
Is that just about it?
I think it is. I think we've had a nice half-hour chat, I reckon.
Yeah, nice little chat. So thank you very much for joining us, Stats, and thank you very much everybody in the chat. The turn itself would improve massively with 4 months bed in the turf, I guess he's saying, Jeremy. Yes. It will be good to play on a decent pitch again. Okay. Let's all go laugh at Manchester. Ha 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 ha. And we'll see you again very soon. If we Mikey Moo, hey,
good evening, Mikey.
Good evening.
Good evening.
If we don't see you tomorrow, we'll definitely see you. Oh, we will see you tomorrow for the Under-23 season review with LUTV commentator Tom Hill and Yorkshire Evening Post Academy coverer Joe.
Is that what Joe calls himself nowadays?
Oh dear. This is my addled brain. Addled. That's good.
Good word. Good word.
Yeah. Good word.
Good word.
Appropriate.
And I have to say very quickly, as we're introducing that, Tom's done a brilliant job on LUTV this season with all the commentary and Ben Parker. And Joe Urquhart's done a phenomenal job with the coverage on the YP. And it's going to be a great season for the 23s next year, promotion and mix it with the big boys. So, yeah, I'm sure Jacko will be looking forward to that over the summer.
Yeah, one final thing as well. We'll have Juan Jimena. Juani Jimena, you know, the guy who does all of the Bielsa translations. So we will have him on the show on Friday.
Fantastic.
And this is him.
That's me.
Don't you think?
It's me.
It's the Argentinian stats.
Jesus.
What's the story with Juani? Basically, COVID has ravaged Argentina, and he's out of a job. Basically, he's got, I think, 13,000 followers.
Wow!
And he's had loads of views on YouTube for his translations of Bielsa lectures, speeches, interviews. So what he's done is he's set up a Patreon. So you can go to patreon.com/Juani Jimena, and this will allow him, you can give basically $1 a month, basically, or $3 a month. Thing is, if enough people give him $1 a month, then he'll be able to sort of pay the rent, you know, during this sort of bad time. And it'll also be able to keep up those translations, which we've all loved, because obviously, like, we can't. I'm not learning Spanish for Bielsa. I love him, but I'm just terrible at learning languages. So thank goodness for Juani. And it means that we can sort of watch some of these Bielsa lectures. And yeah, it's been fantastic. So if you can help him, give him a hand. And yeah, he's basically the Argentinian Andrew Dalton.
I'm reading, yes it is. I'm reading the comments on the right-hand side. Yeah, what you need to do is get me and Craig in a room together. My God, Digi Wilson. Wow. Yeah, we've had a photo together and the resemblance is unbelievable.
Yeah, Wilson. And where would we be without him? Absolutely fantastic representation of the club. Okay, Stats. Thank you, mate. We'll see you again on Sunday for the Premier League season review.
We will indeed. Look forward to it.
Nice one. And if you are watching, we got 17 people tonight. If you could hit the like button, that'd be fantastic. And if you haven't, please subscribe. I know that most of you have. Thank you so much for joining us all. AP10, Mikey Moo, Dremmer, Dylan, Derek, everybody. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again very shortly. Ciao for now.
Please.